So the first thing we want to talk about is the importance of the delivery vehicle. Why, Dave, do you think that the delivery vehicle is such an important aspect of the delivery service?
Well, when we first started pickup and delivery, I honestly just thought we already know how to do laundry. We do drop off laundry. We have a team. We know how to do that. We just go get any old van, go pick up the laundry. Nobody cares what van you pick it up in. I didn't know anything about routing or logistics or efficiencies, or I had never run that kind of a business. And I hear people making comments like that on Facebook groups and even at conferences and panel discussions. And, they say things like, hey, they just care that you get their laundry. They don't care if you show up in a rusty old van or whatever. And I got to tell you, for the way that we run our business, nothing could be further than the truth. The truth is that what we've learned over the years is that a delivery vehicle is not just a vehicle, right? What it is, it's one of the foundational pieces of building a professional boutique pickup and delivery service. If you've been to our workshops or you've heard me talk at other conferences, I'm always talking about that for pickup and delivery. We're not in the laundry business. We're in the trust business, right? We have 2 teenage boys. They refer to any white van in good condition or bad condition as a what, Carla?
A murder vehicle.
A murder vehicle, right? Whether it's nice or it's rusted, that's a pretty common connotation that most of us have in society. Someone in there going to steal the little kids or whatever, that kind of thing, right? And that's unfortunate. But the truth is there's some pretty deep-rooted psychology with that, between the news and the media and all these different things. I don't think you want to just show up in a plain white van, or I don't think you want to show up in, your personal SUV with just a magnet on the side or something like that. Now, let me be clear. Functionally, can you do that to get started? Yes, you can. So if you are very tight financially, and this is just a way to get started, and this is a side hustle for you to help you eventually get a laundromat or whatever, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We're not necessarily suggesting that you go take on a lot of debt that you can't afford for business you don't have, right? So this is not an absolute conversation. This is not an all or nothing conversation. We're kind of saying best case scenario as you scale out your business, do you want to continue to run it with that shoestring budget that you have maybe have to have at the beginning when you can afford a more professional vehicle? So let's set the stage there for that's kind of the context of this whole conversation is when and if you can afford to do this, is it a worthwhile investment? And one of the things we teach in our workshops and our coaching calls and all these different things is that in the pickup and delivery business, you're in the trust business. And I think it's really important that you see your company not through your eyes. You know who the company is. You know you're trustworthy. You know your team is honest and et cetera. But your customers don't know that. Right. And yeah, if you had a customer for a year and you picked up every week and all of a sudden your branded van broke down and you had to use a Penske truck to pick it up one day, are they going to not trust you? Well, no, at that point, you've earned their trust. Right. But the truth is that one of the things you're going to learn in pickup and delivery, it's really hard to earn people's trust. The laundry pickup and delivery game is a pretty new game in most markets of the country. And people automatically, when they hear about a service like this, they automatically assume that you're not going to be a professional organization, or maybe they've used some type of SudShare, Poplin kind of service, right? Where they've had just anyone show up with their 6 kids in the back in the minivan and they're throwing laundry in the back and they think that's what your service is. Well, one of the things we teach people to do is really differentiate yourselves as a more premium boutique service. And I think the van goes a long way in doing that. We'll talk about some of the nuances over the next hour or so.
One of the things I think to note here, too, about the importance of a professional vehicle is that with pickup and delivery, that's a lot of times with those customers, that's the only contact they have with you. Yeah. It's different from our self-serve and our drop-off customers that see our stores and see our brand and see how clean we are and how professional we are there. But with pickup and delivery, other than your website, which should also be professional, that delivery truck may be the only contact they have with your business. Another thing I want to note here is not just your own personal vehicle, but I think that the importance of a professional vehicle is also an argument against using that DoorDash or that Uber or whatever to deliver your laundry. In that respect, you really have no control over what the vehicle and the presentation looks like that delivery customer is getting.
Yeah, I know people fall in love with the gig economy and this and that. And, for giving me a ride to a restaurant when I'm traveling to a conference, okay, there's a place for that. We all know sometimes you get some pretty rough experiences bad drivers, sketchy drivers, truth is you have no control over these contractors. And sometimes they might be good situations. Sometimes they might be bad, but the truth is they're representing your brand. Look at it through this perspective. Okay. Consumers know that it's pretty easy to fake a website, right? There's a million companies out there that have beautiful websites and there's really nothing behind them. Now, of course, you have to start there. As Carla mentioned, you should have a professional website designed by a digital marketing team that has great SEO and great AEO and all these different things. But the truth is we as consumers know that's easy to fake. And so what their first customer experience with you as an organization is when that van pulls up to their small business, their big business, or their home to pick up their laundry. And it's, the old adage is true. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, right? Do you want to pull up in a brand new van with a logo driver with a Queen City Laundry hat and jacket on, who's clean cut in appearance and friendly? And when the customer opens the door and asks questions about, so when's this going to be back? So where are you taking this to? So, and the driver is clearly a W-2 employee, right? And that's part of the branding that we're going to talk about today. Is not just the van, but the person that you're putting in the van and the training they're getting and things like that. So I think these things are really important to understand. Now,